Hello, another video, another account to open. The account we're opening today is asiawriters.com. Asiawriters is an affiliate of essaywriters.net and an affiliate of freelancers.org. So once you open Asiawriters, you will be able to open essaywriters and freelancecareers.org because they're essentially the same. Without much further ado, let's open this baby up. So sign up. Add my personal info. I accept the terms and conditions and submit. Just like that, I've finished step number 1. Now step number 2, I have 15 minutes to complete 20 MCQs on language. Let's hit the road. We've just completed the grammar test section of signing up for an Asiawriter account. Several tips. Read through each of the choices until you feel like you found the right one. Be mindful of the time. And number 3, go through the easy questions as fast as possible. When you find a hard one, go into Google and look up, Google the ones you're not familiar with. And I know it will be challenging as you start, but you see, practice makes perfect. I've done this so many times. Most of these MCQs are easy, and I'm pretty sure even for you they are easy. So instead of proceeding directly, I like to save to continue, so that they'll send you an email telling you whether you're successful or not, so that you don't waste your time doing the next step whilst you fail the MCQ section. So save to continue later. So I've logged back in. If it's not disabled, it means you've passed the first step. So let's proceed with the writing assignment. The essay part of the test. It's the second part of the test. Perfect. So I basically have an hour, and I have to write a 300-word essay. Choose a pharmaco. Let me start a timer. Let's set the timer for 30 minutes. Yeah, it's perfect. Question is choose. By the way, these questions will be different depending. They're randomly generated questions, so there's no need for you to focus on it. What I want you to learn is the technique of answering the essays rather than how this particular essay is answered. Choose a pharmacotherapeutic agent that has been on the market for less than 5 years. Determine relevant and key information, including core drug knowledge, core patient variables, and nursing implication about the pharmacotherapeutic agent. Cover the topic in 300-word essay. 300-word essay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all this, and I am going to do my work in a Word document because it's easier that way, and my progress won't get lost. Let's do this to this. So essentially the process of answering this is a lot like answering your typical essay. It's going to be a 5-paragraph essay. So I'm going to have an introduction, I'm going to have a body, I'm going to have a conclusion. We discuss all this, how to do all this in the fundamentals of academic writing paper. So if you haven't done it, do it first. Go through that course first and you'll learn what you're doing. So let's decide. It's 300 words. You have to divide the number of words into the introduction, the body, the conclusion. 300 words. 10% of 300 words, that's 30 words. So my introduction is going to be 30 words. My conclusion is going to be 30 words. 300 minus 60, my body is going to be 240 words. After I've done that, perfect. So go and hop onto Google. Here we have something. So FDA is the body that approves drugs, and we're having drugs approved in 2017. Which drugs are these? Remember, I don't know anything about this. I am just searching, finding, and going as you go along. So let's pick a drug here. By the pharmacotherapeutic agents are basically drugs that were approved in 2017. 2020 minus 5, so we're looking for drugs that were approved not beyond 2015. Now let's pick one. I'm going to go with number 46 for no random reason. It's called Giapreza, and the drug is used to increase blood pressure in adults with septic or distributive shock. So you might want to know what is septic or distributive shock. So basically it's heart failure, patients with heart failure. This drug is used for patients with heart failure. So let's come, copy this, copy everything about this drug, paste it in our Word document as research. Now we're doing research. Perfect. And then let's Google this drug, Giapreza. This is the core knowledge about the drug. The drug is a vasoconstrictor, meaning it constricts the vessel and increases blood pressure in people with heart failure. Perfect. Let's copy that and add it here. So indication. This is still about the drug Giapreza to increases blood pressure with septic or distributive shock. So basically all the information we need is actually here. Core patient variables. I'm going to take this as our core patient variable, that patients who are given this drug, they formed arterial and venous thrombotic and thrombotic events. So therefore, these drugs needs to be used with another drug, thromboembolic something. Then we can use this as a nursing implication. So you tell nurses not to give it to the a drug called AC inhibitors, and not to give it to the RBs. And it's also injected. This will be important for our nurses. Injection for intravenous infusion. Well, this is perfect. We are done with our research. And we still have 56 minutes. So basically, let's write up the paper using the information we've collected. Almost 40 minutes in, and I've just completed writing the essay. What I'm doing is just editing it. Let's make everything bold, delete this, delete all my research. Actually, let me just leave that. So I've basically, if you've gone through the academic writing, fundamentals of academic writing course, then you know how to write a 5-paragraph essay. In the introduction part, the first sentence is called a topic sentence, then you have support, then in the first paragraph we have a thesis statement that states what this paper will be all about. So in this paper, in our case, it will be all about the core patient variables and the nursing implications of the drug. Then we follow our body paragraphs. In this case, I've put 2 headings: core patient variables and nursing. Then I've discussed the 2 core patient variables and 2 core implications, and then conclusion. So right now, let's just go ahead and edit it. For more on how to write a 5-paragraph essay, make sure you've gone through the fundamentals of academic writing paper. Let's proofread everything before we upload. Let's open Grammarly. Grammarly, as usual, will help us proofread this even further. It's fully proofread, so let's upload it to our site. Copy, come here, paste it. I'd like to space this a little bit. Everything is neat and tidy. Let me just read over it quickly before I send it. One last thing, I want to add the source. So I've decided to add a citation. I've used citation machine to get the citation. And create a new citation as I finish this up. And then just like that, let's submit. This is the last step now. We're going to upload our documents and we'll be done. This was the last and the final step. Just like that, let's submit. Thank you. So they're telling us we've passed all the application process. Application will be reviewed. We will get a reply in a short while. So if you go to our email, you get the same message. Oh, this is you're halfway through the registration, blah blah blah. Here's the other email. Successfully done it. Wait for a reply. So I've actually applied to Asian Writers before, and I successfully opened an account with it. I don't currently have the account, but I sold it pretty much after getting it because it was a nice deal. So this is definitely doable, but I want to show you something. Actually, the time I opened the account, look here, application declined. I tried it 2 times. Let me show you something. I tried the first time, the application was declined. I tried the second time, the application was declined. I tried a 3rd time, and that's when the account opened. Now this one we've tried. Let's wait for the results, but I'm hopeful. So you see, it's a game of numbers. You try again and again, over and over and over, until the account opens. And with that very long session, thank you for your time.